This is ABC15 Mornings.
Tackling misinformation on Spotify.
I wanted to make a video to address some of the controversy that's been going on over the past few days.
The streaming service and podcaster Joe Rogan now vowing to make changes.
Serving on our nation's highest court.
It's my intention to announce my decision before the end of February.
This week, President Biden ramps up efforts to pick a Supreme Court nominee.
Wainwright flips it past the Bridges. Mcmichael on the scoop. Beautiful reverse.
And that's 10 in a row for the Phoenix Suns, the team now the first in the league with 40 wins this season.
And that's not all they're celebrating on this morning. We'll talk more about that momentarily. First, we say good morning. All right.
Oh, wait, or is it the other way? Do I need to do it this way? I'm backwards this morning.
We'll figure it out. Hopefully your day's off to a great start. I'm Kaylee O'Kelly.
And I'm Mixoletti, still trying to get my backwards, forwards, all that corrected. Hey, it's a Monday, right? So we're rolling with you this morning on that. Hey, let's check in with Nohelani Graf, who's got a quick look at that most accurate forecast. She's in for hours this morning. Good morning, Nohe.
Good morning. We're going to get you straight with the forecast, so don't worry about it. It is cold out there. That's the first thing you need to know. Bundle up as you're stepping out the door early because we have clear skies. We are going to warm up today. The 70s return, and the clouds are also going to start to stream in the second half of the day ahead of a big cool down that's in our forecast. So as you get behind the wheel this morning, heaters on as we are in the 40s across the valley this morning with those clear skies. Sunrise is at 7:25, so make sure you have those sunglasses handy, especially for that eastbound traffic. By 9, we're in the low 50s with those sunny conditions. But then, as I mentioned, those clouds are going to be streaming in the second half of the day, so your evening commute is going to look a little different. I'll show you coming up in that most accurate forecast. But first, let's check in with Megan Thompson, who already is telling you keep your head on a swivel this morning. It's been busy out there, Megan.
You know, we have seen quite a few busy days in a row, Nohelani. Luckily, we are easing up a little bit, but still having some traffic trouble out there to give you that heads up on before you leave as we start the work week once again. This is Loop 101 northbound Agua Fria near Camelback Road. We're shooting across to those northbound lanes where we're seeing off to the right still some flashing lights following a crash that I've been tracking throughout the morning. As we take a look at that scene, though, on your traffic flows, they are okay. Please just move over at least one lane for those first responders who are still on the scene. On the I-10 eastbound, you're looking good as you're passing the 101, the 202 South Mountain. Right around 40 miles per hour, though, is what you'll see as a speed as you're getting closer to the stack. Slowing on the 17 southbound as you're approaching the stack and after you pass the stack. Here's that desert drive time for you on the I-10 eastbound from the split to the 202 Santan. That is right around 11 minutes right now, Nick.
6:02. Let's get to our top stories this morning. A massive response to a high-rise fire in the East Valley overnight. More than 200 firefighters called out to this building near Millen University. Crews evacuating the building, forcing hundreds of people outside overnight. Officials say the fire started in one of the units. The two men who live in that unit were able to get out safely with their dog. Thankfully, no injuries were reported.
Booker working on Trey Jones. Gets Jones up, squares, fires, connects. Back-to-back triples.
Listen to the roar of that crowd. It is another victory Monday for our Phoenix Suns, the team getting their 10th win in a row at Footprint Center Sunday, beating the Spurs 115-110.
The Suns holding on to the best record in the league right now. The first team with 40 wins this season. It's back at home tomorrow night hosting the Brooklyn Nets, led by head coach Steve Nash, a familiar face to Suns fans.
Oh, yeah. And last night's victory also locking in our head coach, Monty Williams, and the rest of his coaching staff to lead Team LeBron for the NBA All-Star Game next month. It is a first, by the way, for Williams.
I'm going to enjoy it. Like, I can sit here and say, oh, it's no big deal. You know what? That would diminish what you guys do every day. Mm-hmm. That would diminish the blessings that God gives us every day. Mm-hmm. So you know what? Congratulations.
Yeah, he's just got such a great attitude. The reserves will be announced on Thursday for the All-Star Game.
And, we know that you can bet on our Phoenix Suns, right? But that is not all that people here in Arizona are betting on. Some new numbers from the state are showing how strong the first few months of sports betting has been. So we turn now to our Amelia Fabiano. She is live outside the Footprint Center. And Amelia, we know that the sports books, they're busy, always.
Yeah, always busy, Kaylee, right? Especially since it started up here in the state. But the Suns are really the team to place some dollars on right now, right? Especially since the Cardinals season is over. They're not going any further. And the Suns are the home team now to bet on here in the Valley. So analysts tell me here the strong numbers we're seeing from the first 3 months of sports betting in the state are from football bets. The numbers from November just came in last week, showing Arizona operators took in more than $466 million in wagers that month alone. So that means since sports betting started back in September, the state has topped more than $1.2 billion total. Analysts from PlayAZ.com tell me Arizona is the quickest state to reach $1 billion in wagering. Pretty incredible. And they don't think that's a coincidence either, considering the timing of the sports betting launch here in our state.
Ball is the #1 bet on sport in the United States of America. So it was perfect timing, perfect opportunity to capitalize on something that's just kind of been bubbling under the surface here in Arizona.
Yeah, so that analyst does expect to see a bit of a lull after the Super Bowl in sports betting, just where football is so popular. But hey, if the Suns keep doing as well as they are, that might not hold true. The further they go in the NBA season, the more bets that analyst expects people to place on them, which is a good sign. But there are also some negatives going on right now, too, that might have a negative impact on sports betting. We don't know what's going on with the MLB season just yet, when that's going to start, if that's going to start with the lockout. But regardless of those factors, Kaylee, it's good that sports betting has had such a strong start here in the state. We know all that revenue goes right into the general fund,
which helps education right here in our state big time. Armelia Fabiano live downtown Phoenix this morning. Boy, travel trouble is back at airports across this country. Look at this, a historic blizzard slamming the East Coast, causing flight delays and cancellations, including right here at Sky Harbor.
I tried to reschedule. The next available flight was going to be Tuesday morning to get back to Bakersfield. So I'm now flying to Burbank, which is going to be an extra 90-minute drive home.
And the ripple effect from the severe weather continues this morning with a handful of flights already impacted here locally. Another winter storm is threatening to bring even more snow and ice from Denver to Chicago. So keep that in mind if you're traveling a little later this week.
607, a Southwest flight making an emergency landing at Sky Harbor Sunday. The plane heading here from L.A. Thankfully, it landed without any problems. Fire trucks and emergency crews rushing to the runway. We're still working to get more information from the airport on why the flight had to make this landing. No other flights were impacted.
Well, a DPS trooper hospitalized after using his car to stop a wrong-way driver. All of this happening on the Loop 202 Sunday morning. DPS telling us that teenager was heading west in the eastbound lanes near the 101 in Mesa, and we're told the trooper's injuries are minor. The driver was arrested. Detectives are telling us impairment is suspected.
Right now, Governor Doug Ducey is in Washington, D.C. for the National Governors Association winter meeting. Now, there is a meeting planned at the White House this morning. We're working to confirm if the governor will be there. I just texted a source to see if I could get an answer. We know this weekend he met with Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg to discuss the guidelines for spending in the federal infrastructure package. This week, President Joe Biden will continue reviewing and possibly interviewing candidates for that upcoming vacancy on the U.S. Supreme Court. So what is this process going to look like, and how is it going to be different from other confirmations? Here's Joe St. George to explain.
I sit there on the bench.
Justice Stephen Breyer may still be on the high court this week, but he won't be for long. His retirement expected when the court finishes its term this summer.
I'll meet with the potential nominees.
But that doesn't mean the president will wait that long to name a replacement. This week, the selection process will intensify. What will that process look like? We know President Biden has set a deadline at the end of February to make a selection, which means background checks and in-person interviews will take place over the next few weeks. For the moment, it looks like the month of March is when the confirmation process in the United States Senate will begin and possibly end. Whomever that nominee is will do what current justices have done first, meet with senators, especially those they need to get confirmed. From there, the Senate Judiciary Committee will hold a public hearing where the nominee will answer questions, and if all goes well, the full Senate will then vote. In 2017, Republican leader Mitch McConnell changed the rules to make it easier for Supreme Court picks to be confirmed. Only a majority vote is now needed. If every Democrat in the Senate supports the nominee and all Republicans oppose, Vice President Kamala Harris will cast the tie-breaking vote.
So why is this time different?
For the moment, the only big difference is that for the first time ever, the president says the nominee will be a black woman. Each one of these women are considered favorites right now. Each one are current judges in senior roles. As far as how a new justice on the court will impact you, well, it likely will be very little. Justice Breyer is a liberal-leaning justice, and President Biden is expected to name another liberal-leaning justice. The conservative majority on the court will continue, especially when it comes to issues like abortion, guns, and religion. In Washington, I'm Joe St. George.
It's 10 past the hour. Next on ABC 15 Mornings, tackling misinformation head on. The new step Spotify is taking to end the controversy and make sure listeners have access to accurate COVID information.
Plus, more workers are leaving the child care industry, making it more expensive and more difficult to find somebody qualified to take care of our kids.
Plus, taking carpool karaoke to a whole new level. How Tesla is helping to bump up the performance factor for your ride.
And a little bit of a slow ride here on the I-17 southbound near 7th Avenue, right along the Durango curve. We're going to get a check of that desert drive time for you in this spot, and some others already seeing some slowing at this early hour coming up.
6:13. Let's get to your morning headlines. Prosecutors reaching plea deals with Travis and Gregory Mcmichael on hate crimes, charges they face in the death of Ahmad Arbree. The federal trial was scheduled to begin next week. Earlier this month, the father and son were sentenced to life in prison without parole for the murder of Arbree. An American woman accused of leading a group of female ISIS militants is due in district court this morning. The former Kansas resident is charged with providing material support to a terror organization. A criminal complaint was filed in 2019 but was made public this weekend when the woman was brought back to the U.S. to face charges. Today, President Joe Biden will meet with the leader of Qatar to see how the gas-rich nation can help avoid an energy crisis if Russia invades Ukraine. Russia lowered the amount of natural gas it supplies Europe. Threats of an invasion of Ukraine have sent natural gas prices higher. The cost of prescription drugs is going up. So far this year, companies have raised prices an average of 6.5%. The increases from about 150 companies affect nearly 900 products.
Well, Spotify is adding content advisories to all podcast episodes tied to COVID-19, and it comes after the streaming service was criticized for allowing misinformation. Rockers Neil Young, Joni Mitchell, and others pulling their music from Spotify, accusing podcaster Joe Rogan of spreading false info about COVID vaccines. Rogan, who does have an average 11 million listeners, responding in a new video saying he will make changes to his show.
If there's anything that I've done that I could do better is have more experts with differing opinions right after I have the controversial ones.
So Spotify says the new content advisories will link to a fact-based COVID hub, and that's set to roll out here in the days to come. Well, two legendary supergroups are going to be headlining the Ostrich Festival this year. I mean, this is big time. The Temptations and the Four Tops just added to an already all-star lineup, including Walker Hayes, the band Perry, Uncle Kracker, and Nelly. And this is going to be a good party. Tickets are now on sale. The festival does come to Tumbleweed Park for 2 weekends in March.
And you know, after the pandemic and getting canceled over and over,
Yes.
It's a big return period for people in the East Valley who love the Ostrich Festival. So looking forward to that one. Hey, this morning temperatures are frigid across our state, especially in the high country. It is cold up there. We're in the 20s this morning in Flagstaff, 21 in Show Low, teens in Window Rock and Heber. 21 in Show Low right now, as well as Flagstaff, Payson in the 30s. But this is just a preview to even colder temperatures that are going to be on the way later this week for the high country. But already it's a cold start compared to 24 hours ago. We're down by 15 degrees in Winslow from this time yesterday. 10-degree temperature drop in Window Rock. Even here in the valley, we're down by close to 10 degrees. Right now, we're in the 40s across most of the valley. We're going to stay that way for a little while here. We're going to have to get through through that sunrise hour to even make it into the 50s, but by 10 o'clock we'll be in the mid-50s. Lunchtime will be in the low to mid-60s. So if you have time to take a break and take your lunch outside, that might be the time to do it, because also that's when we're going to transition from clear skies to more cloudy skies. But we'll still stay dry and we'll warm into the 70s today. So across the East Valley, we're looking at highs in the upper 60s and low 70s, upper 60s in Apache Junction and Paradise Valley. Carefree looking to stay in the mid-60s today. 71 in Tempe and Ahwatukee, a degree above that in Chandler. Over in the West Valley, 71 in Buckeye, Litchfield Park, and Peoria. Anthem staying in the upper 60s. Northwest Arizona, you're going to have mostly clear skies for the first half of the day and then increasing clouds, but highs in the upper 60s and low 70s, 70 in Lake Havasu City. Over in the northern portion of our state, more mild temperatures in Flagstaff in the 50s, as well as at the Grand Canyon. Sedona will make it into the 60s today, and just very light breezes around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Eastern Arizona, we're looking at light breezes around 5 to 10 as well. Sholo, you'll warm into the mid-50s today, as well as Heber, upper 50s in Winslow. First half of the day sunny, and then the second half of the day we're going to see more cloud cover. That's the story here in the valley as well, and those clouds carry us into Tuesday, where we'll stay warm in the 70s as well. And then we're tracking a storm that moves in on Wednesday into the northern portion of our state. Slight chance for rain in our valley forecast and breezy conditions, but check the temps, dropping us into the low 60s for the middle of the week before we dry out. Big changes up north too. We'll talk more about that a little later this morning. But first, let's check in with our Megan Thompson and the look at those roads. Hey, Megan.
ABC 15 Desert Drive Time, sponsored by Accident Law Group.
Good morning to you, Nohalani, and all of you at home here on your Monday morning, taking you live outside for a bird's eye view of the current traffic conditions on the I-17. This is near 7th Avenue. Here are those southbound lanes. I've seen a little bit of slowing there after you're passing the stack and heading along the Durango curve. So I wanted to continue to monitor that desert drive time for you. You see all that red right there on your maps. A crash has not been reported here. It may just be that typical slowing for this time of the morning. I'll keep my eyes on it. So from the stack to the split on those southbound lanes, your average speed has dropped below 30 miles per hour. A drive time has climbed to about 13 minutes or so for you. A stalled vehicle on the Loop 101 Agua Fria northbound near Northern Avenue. That crash I was tracking also in the northbound lanes of the 101 near Camelback Road. That has cleared. We are tracking this incident now in the far West Valley, just south of the 10 near the 85. So we have Jackrabbit Trail, a medical incident reported at Southern Avenue. It may be a car into a canal in that area, so we're working to get you some more information, but you may want to avoid that stretch of travel in the Buckeye area. I-10 eastbound from the Loop 303 to the mini stack has climbed to about 23 minutes, still in the green if you're about to head out. 12 minutes on the 17 from the 101 to the stack, and 13 minutes on the 51 from the Loop 101 to the mini stack.
Tesla is selling a microphone so you can take your car and make a jam session out of it. The mic pairs with the car's audio system, even comes with 2 microphones if you want to maybe share your performance with a passenger.
Okay, all right. Right now, it's only available in China, and Tesla hasn't said if or when this will come to the U.S. If you're singing right there alongside whoever's riding shotgun, you can both maybe embarrass yourselves together, or if your buddy sings way better than you do, you can just listen.
I mean, it's like, I hope the singing doesn't shatter the windows. That's what mine would do. My voice is so bad.
Mine too. I hear you there, my friend. Well, coming up here at 6:25, the bulletin board goes prehistoric when the largest dino exhibit comes on back to the Valley of the Sun, along with the bonus to roam free, just like the dinosaurs.
I like that. And at 6:33, growing homes instead of fruits and veggies. Why a Valley family is selling off part of its iconic farm.
Plus at 6:45, promised 4 free tests per household. So why are some families being forced to share with the entire community? The Let Joe Know team takes a closer look at a glitch in the government site.
And what does Mother Nature have in store for us this week? At 6:49, Nohalani Graf is back with that exclusive super 7-day forecast as we show you a live look at the Tovria Castle. Beautiful, all lit up. At 6:24, we're getting our hands on some new numbers right now showing it's difficult for families to get childcare. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics says the child care industry lost 3,700 jobs in December. That's in addition to the 4,500 jobs lost between September and November. The Economic Policy Institute blames low pay and lackluster benefits. The organization says the average pay for child care workers in the U.S. is now about $13.50 an hour. It's less than half of what the average U.S. worker makes at about $27.30 an hour. More companies are considering a new way to hire or keep workers, help with student loan payments. The Employee Benefit Research Institute says 17% of larger companies in the U.S. now offer programs to help with student debt. Of those, 40% say they'll likely ramp up their help in the next 2 years.
Well, America's biggest dinosaur event is coming to the Valley. That is on your Monday morning bulletin board this morning. Jurassic Quest opens at Bellbank Park this weekend in Mesa. Now, last year, you'll remember this did come to town as a drive-through attraction, but this time you are going to be able to enjoy dino-themed rides and attractions, live dinosaur shows, interactive science and art activities, and a Triceratops soft play area for the little explorers. It runs Friday through Sunday. Tickets start at $19. By the way, you'll want to get in on these as soon as possible because they are expected to sell out. So don't wait. We're taking you on a prehistoric adventure this morning. That's today's bulletin board.
Also riding into Bellbank Park this weekend, a free Wild West Festival with all kinds of activities for aspiring cowboys and cowgirls. Mini West Fest will have mutton busting, mechanical calf roping, and a mechanical bull. There's also going to be live country music. Just head down there Saturday between 1 and 9 p.m. I actually drove by there Saturday and looked pretty packed, pretty busy.
Well, it's massive, 320
it is,
acres,
yeah.
right? So they've got enough room for all kinds of fun parties happening out there. Well, up next at 6:30, championship weekend, bringing us another exciting day of Sunday football. Now 2 teams are gearing up to face off for Super Bowl 56.
And pushing for diplomacy while confronting Russia. A high-stakes UN Security Council meeting is happening today, hoping to put pressure on Putin not to invade Ukraine.
And there is a housing boom across the valley, including here in Queen Creek. And now One Legacy Farm is the latest to sell a piece of its land. I'll explain why.
And it is our bragging rights season, especially after this weekend. 49 degrees. It's cold by our standards, but then perspective, you look at Chicago, they're sitting at 27 degrees and back on winter storm watch this week. After that storm moves on from us, I'll show you what it does to our temperatures in that full, most accurate forecast.